Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Renee. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you being here and welcome to Get Ready With Me Wednesday. Today we're going to get into my new Nomad Tokyo palette that I purchased. These are on sale for $19. And also they have the Fire and Ice. This is the Iceland palette. This is also on sale for $19. I don't know how long they're going to have it in stock, but you might want to check them out. But anyways, I'm going to do a little get ready with me while I'm answering some questions that I saw Erica, Shawnee, and Jan do. So if you're interested in hanging out with me for a little bit, I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, thanks for wanting to hang out with me for a little bit today. So I was watching Erica and Shawnee and Jan do these questions, I believe, that Erica put together, and they called it the Content Creator Perspective Tag. And so there is 20 questions, and I thought it was really interesting, so I wanted to hop on the train and do it too. So I will make sure and tag all three of them down below so that you can go check out their answers to the questions and see maybe what we have in common, or maybe things that are a little bit different between us on certain things. So anyways, the first question is, what made you decide to start your channel? So at the end of 2017, my ex-husband and I separated. I found out that he was not being very faithful. And so I went through a rough time, a really rough time for a while there. And not right away did I start watching YouTube, but I got on YouTube after a while, and I started watching like makeup videos and stuff like that. Like I knew about YouTube, but I guess I didn't realize all the things that YouTube had to offer. And I was watching a lot of beauty content, especially Allie Dawson. And it looked like a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Creating videos, and like the way she edited her videos and the looks that she did and the makeup that she used. And it just really kind of resonated with me and spoke to me. I've like been watching YouTube now, well, I guess since 2018, and 2018 is when I started my channel. So I just thought it would be fun, and I was kind of, I don't know, lost a little bit, didn't know who I was, where I fit in, what I wanted, like where I was going. I was just lost because I lost my husband of 15 years. I had a 14 at the time, my son was only 14 years old. So I was going through a lot, and I was trying to figure out who I was, and I was depressed and sad, and YouTube kind of helped me to get out of that, I guess. And so that's why I started my channel, just because I enjoyed the content that I was watching with the makeup, and it just looked like fun, and I wanted to try it too. And I'm glad I did, because I feel like I've found my people, you guys. I found my people. So I'm glad I started my channel. And it was basically just because I was going through it. I was having a rough time. I was really sad and lost. And I just wanted to do something different and try it out. And here we are 6 years later. Like, it's crazy. Question number 2. What was your biggest fear in starting a channel? I don't really, where's my primer? My eye primer. I don't necessarily think that I had like any like major fears. I guess the main thing was maybe negative comments not having really anybody want to watch my videos, looking stupid, not making sense. Like, just things that was like, you know, kind of like when people have stage fright a little bit. I guess that was kind of like my fear, not knowing, you know, what kind of things to talk about that would make sense while I was doing my makeup, you know, like, and I really didn't know a lot about makeup. I mean, I've used makeup since I was like 14 years old, but like, I don't know makeup. Like, the only makeup I ever used was drugstore. So like, having a YouTube channel like really opened my eyes to a lot of things that I didn't know about. And so I guess I was just mostly afraid of looking stupid and sounding stupid, you know what I mean? So I guess that would have been my biggest fear. And like, not knowing how to explain what I was doing and why I was doing it, because I just like to put makeup on, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know about ingredients, or I didn't know a lot about brands and things like that. I didn't even like do my brows. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't start doing my brows until after I started my channel. So that was like something new that I learned with my channel. So I don't know. I guess judgment would have been something really big that I was afraid of when I started my channel, and not being able to edit good enough and having people maybe think that my content looks stupid, or I don't know, things like that. Like, just, you get in your head a little bit, and it's like, I needed to just think about the fact that I'm just doing this for me, for fun. You know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to try it and have some fun. And so it took me a little bit to actually start my channel because of the things that I was afraid of, you know. And I kept telling people in the comments, I really want to do this. This looks like a lot of fun. And they're like, do it. And I'm like, I don't know, you know, and not having a camera or whatever. And then people would be like, you don't need a camera. You don't need fancy lighting. All you need is your phone and some natural light or a lamp. You know what I mean? So one day I just did it, you know. I got over it, and I didn't really start with makeup videos though. It was more like I did a couple, like I did a memorial video for my sister and posted that on my channel. And then I did a couple like little vlog videos. And then until I could get, because I ended up getting a desk, I ended up getting a little ring light before I actually filmed my first Get Ready With Me. And I also had started getting Ipsy too. So, but it ended up being like the best thing I've ever done. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I did it. Question 3, is there something that you didn't anticipate about being a content creator? I didn't anticipate making so many great connections and friends. Like, that was something that like I didn't expect at all, you know. I didn't anticipate having as many subscribers on my channel as I do either, you know what I mean? Like, not like it was like a main thing. Like, of course you want people to watch your videos, but I didn't really anticipate that anybody would really want to. And like, the main thing was I didn't expect the relationships that I've built. You know, a lot of people talk about parasocial relationships and how they're really not real. And I don't believe that. In certain situations, yes, you know, but like, I'm a prime example of how parasocial relationships are real. I mean, I've met people in person, and like Tish, you know, me and Tish met in person. God, how long has it been now? We go hiking. She came over to my house for Thanksgiving. I've gone to spend time with her on Christmas. We went to the ocean together. We met Debbie from Debutante. I've met Julie, Warrior. I met Amanda. when I went back east to visit my family in Maryland, because she lives back there. And so I made sure to, you know, go meet up with her, and we hung out. So I've made some really good connections here and really great friends. And there's people that I talk to all the time. You know, Kat was a really great connection that I made on here, and we have been doing Get Ready With Me Wednesdays together for over 3 years. I mean, she's taken a break for a little bit, but, you know, we have been doing those for these Get Ready With Me's for a long time, you know, and I love her to death. So there is the ability to make connections here that you don't anticipate, and people can say that you can't build true relationships here, and that's not true at all. That's not the case at all, because I've made a lot of great friends here. Question 4, what kind of content do you enjoy creating? All of my content I enjoy creating. But I think the one that I like most to create would be my vlogs. I really, really enjoy doing vlog videos. When I go on vacations and when I go visit my dad, I'm gonna have to go over that with the blush again, because I was late to the train on the Conceita. But I think vlogs are like my main favorite ones. But I do enjoy doing the makeup videos as well. Like, I really enjoy sitting down and doing my makeup and creating looks, trying new makeup. I really enjoy doing unboxings, but my favorite out of all of it really is the vlogs. I really enjoy filming them, editing them, getting the thumbnails for them. Like, they're just fun for me. They're really fun for me. And I enjoy watching like travel vlogs and stuff like that. So it's something I really enjoy. Next question. Is there any type of content that you'd like to create, but you're not sure you will? Oh, there's actually a few things that I would like to do, but it's so saturated with it that I'm just not sure if I will. And I would be afraid that I wouldn't do it justice. Like, I wouldn't do it right, and that people would like make negative comments about it if it wasn't like I really enjoy true crime and like stories like that. I really enjoy watching it. Like, Bailey Sarian is one of my favorite true crime channels, and I also really enjoy what's her name? She hasn't posted in a little bit. Danielle something. I can try and get her channel linked down below if you guys wanted to go check her out. But it's just, I really enjoy how they just do their makeup and talk about true crime. And there's also other things that I would like to do, you know, like talking about like maybe current affairs, not like crazy current affairs, but just like stuff that's going on in the world, not necessarily my opinions on it, but just kind of like talking about like, did you hear about this? Did you hear about that? But like, I don't know. I'm afraid. I don't know. I guess I'm afraid of what people will think if I did do that kind of content. I don't know. I get like nervous. Like, I'm actually a pretty shy person in like real life. I really am super shy. And when I was growing up, a lot of people would think that I was like stuck up, and that's really not the case at all. I'm not stuck up. I'm just shy because I never know how approachable people are. So I kind of stay in my own little bubble, and I'm afraid of like how people will perceive me and that they'll judge me for whatever. So it's not that I'm stuck up or anything. It's just that like sometimes I'm afraid to meet new people. That's why like YouTube's so cool, because I just feel more comfortable because there's a lot of people here that are interested in the same thing I am, and we can kind of connect on that level. But when you meet people like in person, you don't really know like what their interests are. And here it's like we're watching each other's channels, so we already kind of know that we have the same interests, if that makes any sense at all. But there's other things that I would like to film, but it's just getting up enough nerve to actually do it. Number 6, what type of content turns you off on this platform? Gosh, I don't like a lot of the negative content that's out there. You know, like I do like to watch commentary channels, like some of them I like to watch, but not all the time, because sometimes I feel like they're like really like judgy. Not to say that people don't do like things wrong, you know what I mean? Like, and like don't mess up, but sometimes I just think that they can go a little far, you know, when it comes to that. And like I understand like when you put your life on social media that you open yourself up for judgment, but like I just don't think that it has to be mean-spirited, you know what I mean? Like I think you can get your point across without being so negative. And I also feel like people beating up on brands, you know what I mean? Like I really don't like that. It's like there's a way of saying that something doesn't work for you without tearing the brand down, because just because it doesn't work for you doesn't mean that it doesn't work for other people. And sometimes when people judge something so harshly, it can come across like, I don't know, it like makes people feel some sort of way, especially if there's somebody that really likes that brand, you know? Like I've seen people do videos on certain brands that like I really like, and the way that they talk about it is like they're just beating it up, like they're terrible, they're horrible, their packaging is not great, and this and that. And it's like, but just because you don't like it doesn't mean other people don't. And there's a way of saying that you don't like something without being mean about it, you know what I mean? Like just say, oh, it's kind of cute, but it's really not for me. And you know, like a lot of people, like ColourPop for instance, like when they came out with the Twilight collection, which I'm still butthurt about that I didn't get it the first time, and then they relaunched it and I didn't get that either because it sold out again. Obviously people like the collection, obviously people like the color story, otherwise why is it selling out, you know what I mean? But I also think that people have to understand that not everything is going to be exactly the way you want it. I was watching Angie Nyquist. I was watching her, and she was kind of talking about that if a brand does a collab with I don't know, whoever it is, like Twilight, like a movie, or like how Glamlight did a collab with Kiss, or whatever the case may be, there's always going to be somebody that has an opinion about, oh, well, it doesn't make sense, or it doesn't fit the theme. But I watched the girls talk about why they came up with the color story that they did for Twilight. And for me, the color story that they did made perfect sense based on why they picked those colors. Like, you have to listen to the reason behind it. And just because it doesn't fit what you think it should be doesn't mean that it doesn't fit the theme. Doesn't mean it isn't right. You know what I mean? Like I said, it freaking sold out. Not once, but twice. So obviously there's people out there that like it. And I'm one of those people. Like, I really want that freaking palette. I want that palette. And hopefully I'll be able to get it. Next question. Question 7. What are your 3 favorite things about having a channel? 3 favorite things about having a channel. I would say the creating part of it, I really enjoy. You know, the filming, the editing, that kind of stuff. The connections, the friendships that I've made. And a third thing is like learning, making connections with other people and learning from them as well. So I think that would be my 3 favorite things, would be the creating part of it, the connection part of it, and then also the ability to learn by doing it. You know, like I spent a lot of time before I started my channel watching a lot of videos about editing and thumbnails and what to put in your description boxes and like how to start the channel and things to film. And like I did kind of like a lot of research, really. Like I use KineMaster to edit my videos, and I can't tell you how many times I watched and rewatched those videos to learn how to cut my videos down. I used to use iMovie too, because iMovie was, because I have an iPhone, and so it's on my phone. So that was the main editing program that I used at first. But then I kind of wanted to be able to insert like things into my videos, like pictures and stuff like that. So I kind of branched out to the KineMaster, and I love KineMaster for my editing. I really do. I wish that I could afford to get like a better editing program, but I edit all my videos on my iPad. So using apps is easier for me when it comes to the editing part of it, and KineMaster is so easy to use. That's kind of why I haven't gotten like a camera, because I just don't want to have to learn how to edit all over again. And I don't want to have to like get my video from my camera to my iPad so that I can edit it in KineMaster. You know what I mean? I think it would just be a lot of extra steps. So I ended up buying myself an iPad so that I could film and edit on my iPad, because the screen's bigger for one thing, so it makes it easier. And then if I want to, you know, use my phone like I am right now to read questions or read about certain things, then I can have my phone for that. 8. What are your 3 least favorite things about having a channel? I don't know if I have 3 least favorite things about having a channel. I think one of the main things is negativity and like the need to compete. Like there's enough room for everybody here, really. So like you don't have to compete with everybody. Why can't we all just be friends and learn from each other? You know what I mean? Instead of like being all jealous and hating on people because maybe they got more subscribers than you did, or maybe a video that they have does better than yours. The judgment is, I haven't had like an extreme amount of negativity on my channel, but I have had a little bit. I don't know, just the negativity and the judgment and the need to hate watch people. Like those are things that I really feel are negatives about it. And the fact that people say that if you're posting on a public platform that you open yourself up for criticism and judgment, and that when you start your channel or start posting that you open yourself up to that, and that you should, what's the word I'm looking for? But that's not why I started my channel. I didn't start my channel so that people could come and judge me and say things about me. And I just feel like the fact that people do that says more about who they are than who you are, because I don't do that. Do I like every video or channel that I've come across? No, but I don't sit there and watch them and put negative comments on there and say, well, why does she do that? Or why does she do her brows like that? Or why does she put her liner like that? Or she needs to blend a little bit better than that. Or
love you.
Love you too. I just think it's ridiculous. Like, if you don't enjoy something, why don't you go find something that sparks joy in you instead of trying to tear people down? Like, I just don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. And it's disheartening that people feel that, what is it? They say you signed up for it. You signed up for it when you started posting. I didn't sign up for negativity and just judgment. I didn't sign up for that. I signed up to make content and just have fun and play in makeup. And some of us are not professionals. We didn't go to school for this, but it's something we have a passion for and we love and enjoy. And we did not start doing this for people to come over here and tear us down. We started it so that we could connect with people who have the same love that we do. So I feel like the people who are being judgmental need to go find the people that they connect with on whatever it is that they connect on, whether it's music or movies or, you know, traveling places, or what makes you happy, what sparks joy in you. Go find those people and connect with them instead of feeling like you have to come over and pass judgment on people for the way they do their makeup. If it makes them happy and they like it and it looks good on them, or they feel confident that way, then leave them alone. Let them do what they like to do. Like, some people have really thin brows. I personally don't like it, but that's just my personal preference. But if they like that and it makes them happy, then let them live their life. They're not hurting anybody with thin brows. They're not hurting anybody with big fluffy brows. Like, leave them alone and let them do what they love instead of, you know, you don't... You only see a certain part of people's lives here, and you don't know what they're suffering with behind the scenes or what they're dealing with in their personal lives. And you don't know that that one negative comment about, why don't you blend your eyeshadow a little bit better? Or why don't you not make your brows so dark and so thick? You don't know if that's that one thing that could throw them over the edge. You know, and why would you want to do that? Why would you want to hurt somebody like that? It just blows my mind. Blows my mind. That's what I don't like about, you know, having a channel or YouTube in general. 9, what is a trait or traits in other content creators that you dislike? Judgment. Trying to be competitive and tearing people down instead of lifting them up. I really think that there's some larger creators that I feel like could be a little more helpful and encouraging to people who are just starting out, instead of thinking that they're, you know, too good to give advice. Allie Dawson, she doesn't think that she's a big channel, and in the grand scheme of things, she's a I guess you would consider her a micro influencer. Me, I guess I'm a nano influencer. If you go by numbers, I'm not really sure how all that works, but she would be, I guess, considered a micro influencer. But for me, she's a pretty decent sized creator. And Heather Austin, she's a pretty decent sized creator here. And even Angelica, I would think, I think Angie's got over 200,000 subscribers, but they still like talk to you. And like, if you asked them questions, they would answer it. You know what I mean? Like, they're not like on this kick that, you know, because they have the numbers they have and I have the numbers I have, that they can't talk to me. You know what I mean? And I I appreciate that. Like I posted, what was it? I did palette picker, my palette picker Friday, and it picked a certain palette, and I posted the picture, and I tagged Angie in it because it's one of her palettes, and she shared me on her stories, and I appreciate that. And she put like one of those little like gifts, and it said so beautiful, and that like that makes me feel good because I know I'm not a professional makeup artist, and I see what other people create, and I'm envious of the talents that they have, you know, and I'm just here trying to learn from them, and it makes me feel appreciated and that I did something good because she saw it and she shared it, you know, and that I don't think some bigger creators understand how much it means to smaller creators who are just trying to have some fun here. And not all of us are trying to become the next best thing, but it's nice to be appreciated in what you're doing and that you're learning and growing and becoming more talented in what you're passionate about. You know what I mean? So I really think that like bigger creators could take a lesson from other people. And I understand like when you get to a certain point, it's probably really hard to keep up with all the comments and stuff like that, especially like if it's just you doing it, you know, like every time I comment on Allie's videos or comment on Heather's videos, they always comment back. Angie, she does respond back to some, but she has a pretty big following, so I understand that she's not going to catch every comment. So, but she does, when she catches them, does respond. You know what I mean? So that, I feel like that's a really important thing about being a creator is connecting with your audience and letting them know that you see them. And if somebody supports you in buying your makeup, that you know, notice them and say, you know, just let them know that you see them and that you appreciate them buying your product and that they did a really good look, you know? So like, it means a lot. It really meant a lot that Angie shared me out. It really means a lot to me when Ice Cream Beauty shares me out. It really means a lot to me when any of them like share me in their stories. It really means a lot. And I don't think that a lot of people, I think some people have been so up there for so long that they forget what it was like to be where we are, where we're just trying to, you know, have a little fun doing what we love here. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them wanted to get to where they are, but there's no guarantees you're going to get to that point. I don't know if I would want to be that big, honestly. I think the pressure would maybe be too much. I hope I answered that. So just like not being supportive and being judgmental and in competition with everybody, which I just don't understand that. I think you should just do what you love and you don't have to tear other people down in order to do it. So I don't like that. 10, what is something that irritates you about this platform? Just the negativity and the judgment and the lack of support from some people. And like, I've had people when I first started my channel that like, I don't know, they try to use you to get, I don't know, if they see you growing or doing well or making connections, then there was this one person and I felt like she kind of tried to pit me against other people for whatever reason it was, because she was trying to grow her channel the wrong way and she wasn't getting where she wanted to, and so she was really negative towards other people, and I didn't like that at all. Like, I mean, you can ask Jessica. There were times I called her in tears from what had happened back then, because I felt like I was in the middle, and that's not where I wanted to be. You know, it's it's hard to explain without like getting into a long out drawn out story about it, but the need to feel like you need to use other people, like if somebody's smaller and they only have like, I don't know, say they have 200 subscribers, right? And then they see somebody that they watch all the time and they make a connection with them, and that person has like, you know, 1,500 subscribers or 2,000 subscribers or whatever. And so they start to connect with them, not because they really want to connect with them, but because they want to get something out of it, that they're hoping that they can use that person to grow their channel. And I have encountered that in the past where, you know, people did that, and it was just, it's disheartening. Like, you don't have to use somebody for that. Like, friends help friends out, you know what I mean? So like, it just, I don't like that about this platform, and it's hard to tell. Like, how do you really know what somebody's intention is when you meet them on the internet if you haven't met them like in real life and in person, and haven't seen like the type of person they are? Because somebody on here can pretend to be a good person when they're really not, and they're just out to get something for themselves. So it makes it really hard. I'm grateful for the connections that I've made with people who are like really true blue. You know what I mean? They're not like judgmental, and they're not using people. They're just doing what they love with other people that are doing what they love, and they're not like in competition with people, and they're not trying to get one over, and they're not trying to use anybody to get bigger or go further. And I just feel like that's how it should be. We should all be supporting each other and building each other up, and like helping each other, instead of like trying to use people, like, or hating on them because they're growing and you're not. And so you're going to try and like kiss somebody's butt just so that you can get something out of them. I don't understand why people have to be like that. 11, is there another creator that you look up to or want to emulate? How many hours do you have? Like, I mean, there isn't one particular person really. Like, all the people that I watch inspire me, and like, and they build me up, and they make me feel good about myself, and they build me up, and I try to give what I get as best as I can. And so in that aspect, they all inspire me, and I would be afraid to name any of them off, because if I forgot somebody, I would feel super bad. But like, all of you guys that I watch, you're all somebody that I look up to. You're all somebody that I inspire to be. You know what I mean? Like, and some of the ideas that you guys have when you're filming, like this, like Erica doing these Q&As, you know, coming up with these questions, and, you know, collabing with, you know, like Shawnee and Jan and other people that she's collabed with. Like I just think it's cool, you know, that they do stuff like that. And hence why I'm doing this, because it inspired me to want to do that as well, to film this and answer these questions, because hearing them talk about it inspired me to want to talk about it. It's a nice day out, so people are out and about on motorcycles and stuff like that. Like, it's 60 degrees out today. It's sunny and freaking beautiful, and it's making me so happy. But like, just know that all of you that I watch, I look up to all of you, and you all inspire me all the time. Like, you just do. And I am appreciative of all of you so much for your love and support to my channel, for the inspiration that you give me, whether it's with makeup or, you know, questions or, you know, video ideas, like it, and that's, things can get a little, clouded when it comes to that, because some people would think that you're stealing somebody's idea, but it's not necessarily that you're stealing somebody's idea. You see a video and it inspires you to want to do it too. Like, that's a really good idea. Oh my gosh, I would really like to do that. Or somebody does a look with a certain palette. Oh wow, I wonder if I could do that look too, or create that look too. You know what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily about people wanting to steal people's ideas necessarily. There are some people that do, but some people are just doing it because they were inspired to try it too, because they look up to you and what you did, and they would like to try and do it too. And like, lots of times when people first start their channels, like when I first started my channel, I didn't understand about like crediting people for whatever, you know what I mean? And like, it's hard too, because how do you know where an idea actually started? You know, like, who did the very first Ipsy unboxing? And if you sign up for Ipsy and you do Ipsy unboxings, are you supposed to, who are you supposed to give credit to in that? Because it started somewhere. Like, when Ipsy started a long time ago, it started somewhere. And I'm sure, like, I've seen a lot of Ipsy unboxings, so, and I used to watch a lot of those, and they all inspired me to get Ipsy. It wasn't just one particular channel, it was just a bunch of different channels, and watching them unbox Ipsy and FabFitFun and BoxyCharm, like, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I kind of would like to do that. But it wasn't like one particular person necessarily that inspired me in that, in the aspect to do the unboxing. So it would be hard for me to credit any one creator for that, because they all contributed to me wanting to get Ipsy or Splendies or Birchbox or Walmart Beauty or Ice Cream Beauty. You know, seeing different people do it was like, oh, that looks like a lot of fun, and look at all the cool stuff everybody's getting, and I want to do that too. You know, so it wasn't like I'm doing Ipsy unboxings or Walmart Beauty unboxings or whatever because I'm trying to steal somebody's idea. I'm doing it because like it looked like fun and I wanted to join in too. And like unboxings are like everywhere, you know, and like Temu hauls, I started seeing those all over the place. And it wasn't like one particular channel that inspired me to do a Temu haul. It was a collective of all of them that was like, oh, I wonder if they got good stuff. I would like to try Temu too. I don't know. I try really hard to remember to credit anybody that I talk about or that inspires me to do something. I try to remember to put them in my description box. If I forget, sometimes it's because like right now I'm like batch filming a lot of stuff and I'm trying to go back and put stuff. Like I just noticed that my Mask Monday video from a couple weeks ago, I didn't even put the playlist in. Like, I don't know how I forgot that, but I did forget. It wasn't like on purpose. I just have a lot going on, you know, and so I forgot to put the link in. What is an aspect of content creation that you wish would change? And that's 12. I think something that I would change would be like sharing people out, you know, like showing love, and I would get rid of the negativity. That would be the one thing that I would change. Is I get everybody's entitled to an opinion, but there's a nice way to put your opinion out there, and then there's a nasty way to put your opinion out there. And if you're gonna, like, I don't know, a lot of people, when I was growing up, it was like, if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. You know what I mean? Keep your comments to yourself, because why would you want to purposely say something that's going to hurt somebody's feelings? You know, it just, what does it feel like for you when somebody says something that makes you feel bad about yourself? You know, it doesn't feel too good when somebody tears you down. So why would you want to do that to somebody else? So I think that would be something that I would change. 13, do you feel that content creation has improved or declined since you started your channel? I guess I think it's gotten better, maybe. It's just gotten really, I mean, like, it was kind of a lot when I first started. Like, there's so, like, it's hard to grow a channel. It really is hard to grow a channel. I think people who started back in, like, from what I've seen, because I wasn't on YouTube in 2013, 2014, 2015, and I feel like back then it was like a lot easier for people to grow their channels if that's what they're wanting to do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily want to be the next best thing, but it is nice to grow your channel. You know what I mean? So it's not like I don't want to grow my channel, but I think in that aspect, I don't know. In that way, I guess it's kind of declined because there's such a saturation. It's hard to get seen because there's so much. And then trying to find things that interest you, that will interest other people, that's going to get you seen, it's hard. You know what I mean? But I think there's like a lot more diversity. So I think in that aspect, it's gotten better. It might be more difficult to grow and have your content seen, but I think that that's a good thing, right? Because there's a lot more people here, a lot more diversity in channels and content that's out there, because there's something here for everybody. That's why I kind of do like a mix of things on my channel, like with vlogs and makeup and unboxings and Mask Mondays. Like, I try to mix it up a little bit. So, you know, there might be a certain video that I do that somebody doesn't, they're not necessarily interested in that particular thing. Like Jean, she, Pinky Jean, she's not really interested in get ready with me's, you know, in the makeup aspect of it. But she's always there for like my unboxings and my vlogs and my Mask Mondays. You know what I mean? Because that's just like, makeup isn't her thing, and that's okay. And so it's nice for me to have something on my channel that she does enjoy watching and that will bring her over to say, hey, because I enjoy her content. And so it's like, I want to create stuff that I enjoy watching, but that also other people enjoy watching. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I like want to mix it up a little bit on my channel. And I remember I went on this live stream and I had this person that's like a professional in like mini content creators, and he like did a kind of review of my channel, and he was like, well, why do you have so many different things? Like, you have a Seahawk banner. Well, that's because I enjoy Seahawks. And he was like, it's confusing because it makes it seem like you're a sports channel, but then it says beauty in your title. And like, he was kind of making it seem like all my content should be nothing but beauty. But that's why I wanted to put beauty and more, because I'm more than just beauty. I want to do other things too. I don't want to just put myself into a box. I like to do vlogs. I want to share my vlogs. I like to go shopping. I like to do hauls. I like to do unboxings. I like to do makeup. I have a lot of different interests that I want to share. And so I know there's people out there that are interested in a lot of different things too. They don't want to just see get ready with me's or just makeup. They want to see other things as well. And so that's why I kind of wanted to do my channel a little bit differently. I don't want to just do just makeup. I want to do other things too. And I know some people start other channels, but I'm not trying to have, you know, a vlog channel and then a makeup channel. Like, that's not me. I want to mix it up on my own channel. And so, like, if there's something here that you enjoy, then you can come watch my Mask Mondays every Monday if that's the only thing that you want to see, or the Get Ready With Me's, or if you enjoy them all, that's great too. That makes me so happy. Or just come for the vlogs or the Adventure Fridays when me and Tish start going hiking again. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you want to come enjoy with me, like, it makes me happy. If you could choose any other content creator to collab with, who would it be and why? I don't know, you guys. I really don't know. Like, I've collabed with a lot of people that I've wanted to collab with, like smaller creators. But if you're talking like bigger creators, like, oh, I think it would be cool to do something with Angie or Heather or Allie. Like, I think that would be really cool. I don't know. Like, and then like maybe a channel that does like travel vlogs and stuff like that. It might be fun to like do a collab, like destination wise, with somebody that travels, you know. That would be kind of cool. I don't really have like a specific channel like in mind for that. I usually watch a lot of that stuff during the summer to get ideas of places that I would like to go. So I'll start like looking up channels in my area of people that like go out on hiking adventures and stuff like that, so that I can get ideas of places to go and like kind of get an idea of what the area is like by watching their videos. Because there's quite a few places that me and Tish went to, and I looked them up like on YouTube before we actually went, and watched YouTube videos of people hiking in those areas and other areas that I was like interested in wanting to check out, you know, especially ones with waterfalls and stuff like that. But I mean, I'd collab with anybody. The thing is that sometimes collabs can get a little overwhelming, especially when there's like a lot of people, you know, that you want to collab with. It's hard because you got to spread them out. Otherwise, like I said, it gets a little overwhelming. You know, you can only do so many collab videos and still be able to do like your own content on your channel. You know what I mean? So it's been a while since I've done any like real collab videos. But, you know, there's a few people I have collabed with that I wanted to collab with, and I did collab with. But if it's somebody that is bigger, I think, you know, Angie or Heather or Allie would be kind of cool to collab with. What would you like to see less of in the content creation world? That's 15. The negativity. That's the only thing that really bothers me, is like just negativity drives me bonkers, man. It really does. I don't like it. And the hate watching, I don't like that either. 16, what would you like to see more of in the content creation world? Support. That's what I would like to see. A lot more support and encouragement between people. I think that would make this like a lot better place to be. I don't know, like just more kindness, really. 17, what is some advice you wish you'd heard when you got started? I don't know. I kind of like asked a lot of questions and watched a lot of videos before I started my channel. And I did kind of already know about the possibility of negative comments and stuff like that. There was a lot of people that gave me the advice that I needed. Just do it. Just start your channel. Prop up your phone on a book or whatever and just start filming. You know, people already kind of gave me the advice that I needed to hear when I started my channel. And even after I started my channel, there were still people that were very encouraging, and I'm so appreciative of them for that. What is some of, this is 18, what is some advice you'd give to someone that is just getting started? Just do it. If it's really what you want to do and you love it, then just do it and ignore all the noise. You know, do what you love. And if you enjoy making videos and creating makeup looks and, you know, enjoy doing this or that or whatever it is, then do it. Like, and if you want, like, reach out. There are people that will answer questions for you and help you out along the way. So don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to reach out. And if somebody doesn't, there's somebody else out there that will. Like, if somebody DMs me and asks me a question, you know, in my DMs on IG or here, like, if you ask me a question, I'm going to answer it. And if you need to know how to do something, I'm going to try my best. Like, I've made KineMaster editing videos, you know, to show people how to do it and how to make thumbnails. I have done videos like that to post for people to watch to help them if that's what they're looking for. So just ask if there's any questions you have. There are people that will help you out and encourage you along the way. 19, what is the subject of your next video? I'm not sure because I'm pre-filming a lot, so I don't really know. I think I think Ice Cream Beauty is going to go up after this one, but I have like 3 Mask Mondays filmed and uploaded. I've got a couple foundation wear tests. I've got a couple palette picker Fridays already pre-filmed. So like I got a lot of stuff that I'm pre-filming right now because I'm going to be going on vacation to visit my dad. So and 20, describe your content creation experience thus far in one word. Amazing. It's been amazing. That's all I can say. So anyways, wow, you guys, this is a long Get Ready With Me Wednesday, but those were a lot of questions and I kind of went off on a couple tangents, but this is the look we've got going on with my Tokyo palette. Let me open this so you guys can see the colors. She's so pretty, guys, so pretty. I used, let me show you what I used. I used this shade right here in the crease, and then I used this shade on the outer V and kind of up into the crease as well. And then I used this shade right here for the lid, for the shimmer shade. And then for the inner corner, I used this yellow shade right here. I think it looks really pretty, really pretty. But anyways, I've yapped long enough, so I'm going to let you guys go. If you hung out this far, thank you. I appreciate you so much. If you're new and you enjoy this kind of stuff and a lot of other things, then I hope that you will join the family. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn the notification bell up to all. Give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment. Say hi. Let me know that you stopped by. I really do appreciate all of you. You guys know who you are. Like, there's not one in particular person. Like, you all have made this experience for me amazing. And yes, I've had a few bumps along the way, but for the most part, this has been really great and I enjoy it so much. And you guys make it better for me. You really do, by watching my channel and commenting and leaving likes. And, you know, like, I truly appreciate you all. And for the other creators for collabing with me or reaching out to me or sharing my videos, like, whatever it is, like, I appreciate you all so much. And it means a lot to me that you guys have made my experience here as good as it is. And I'm grateful for every connection I've made, near and far. But with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. I love you all so very much. I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. I hope you all take care, stay safe, and I definitely hope I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.